All right. Good morning, Professor Ginsberg, and to whom it may concern. Thank you for allowing me to do a screencast. It's a little more easier with everything that's on my plate so far. So my name is Jonathan King. The name of the guide teacher that I'm nominating is Ben Upham. The school science semester is Valhalla High School Fall Semester 2019, and his email is bupham@guhsd.net. So why does this guide teacher deserve to be recognized? I think Ben deserves to be recognized for. I mean, there's a million reasons why. Ever since I got there, one, he made me feel like I was part of the team right off from the bat. He supported me with all the resources I could think imaginable. One of the first things he actually did was introduce me to, if not the whole entire staff. When I got there, I met the principal right away. I met the principal secretary. I met all the VPs. I met everyone in the department. Um, and other teachers so far that could bring me resources. So he introduced me to just everyone and really, really made me feel like I was part of the team, and supported me in so many ways. And I'm truly grateful for that. So going on to the next question, how does your guide teacher provide you with the constructive feedback? How does your guide teacher demonstrate caring and understanding? And how does he help you grow? So ever since the beginning, he would always observe me, and it was always constructive feedback. Right after our lesson, I would teach it, and he'd say, "You know what? I would do this or I would do that." And he was very, very supportive in everything that he did. And beyond telling me what I needed to work on, he always told me what I was doing great at, which I really appreciated. Um, and so he always created an environment that I can come to him and feel comfortable coming to him and asking him questions about particular lessons. Um, and just kind of collaborating with him in a good environment, that I don't need to be kind of, shy back from what I want to say, knowing that he's going to be understanding and taking exactly everything that I'm saying. So how does your guide teacher demonstrate her subject matter expertise? This is the one of the things that I really was impressed with Ben. He really knew physical education. And so throughout my instruction, he would teach me specific cues that I can use for the students, so that they can understand certain motor skills or movement patterns that we were teaching our students. Just yesterday, he had a great idea about how to explain a certain hit in volleyball. So he continuously demonstrate this all the time, and so I really appreciate that, because though I do have an expertise in this, he has great cues that I've never heard before that truly do help our students understand these skills and concepts. And so he's continuously pushing me to grow and think outside the box as a student teacher. And I really do appreciate that, because every day I want to come leaving that class growing and learning something new. I know that I'm nowhere near the teacher that I want to be, and he's helping me get to where I want to be as a teacher. So I really do appreciate it when it comes to that. So student engagement, how does your guide teacher help you create productive spaces for your students to learn? How does your guide teacher help you make content accessible to diverse learners? This is one of the things that they're really great at. The amount of support that we provide our diverse learners with, the resources that we have online. This is everything that he's kind of implemented within his own classes, and I've implemented in mine. But he's truly teaching me the many ways that I can make content accessible to diverse learners. He works great with diverse learners. My IEP students, 504s, give me great feedback on how I can give them the best support to succeed in my class, things that I never thought about. And so one example of that would have yesterday, when I had one of my IEP students doing great with the group, but there was another student that was sitting out due to an injury, but they could still, do the motion of the volleyball hit. And so he said, how about you have them work one-on-one, so that IEP student could get that one-on-one time with someone that's advanced in volleyball. So I see, that's a great idea. So that's what I did, and I can see that student was truly getting something out of that one-on-one experience instead of just with a group. And so that was just a great way that I could help my different students that need it. Planning instruction. How does your guide teacher help you develop your lesson planning and delivery skills? How does your guide teacher help you create developmentally appropriate teaching practices? How does your guide teacher differentiate instruction for all students in the class? This is one thing that we do on a consistent and on a daily basis, is plan our instruction. What we'll do is we'll usually go during our prep and we'll go observe our department head as they teach that lesson. And from that, we'll come back into our office, and we'll kind of plan on what we thought really worked well for the class and what we thought needed improvement. And so we'll kind of form our instruction based on our observation um, prior. And so we're continuously, excuse me, trying to improve our instruction, how to create an instruction that's going to be engaging, that's going to minimize transitions, that's going to maximize time being played. These are things that we as physical education teachers have to think about on a daily basis. How do we challenge our advanced students, but then at the same time support our students that are struggling? And so we do this every single day to maximize our students' engagement. And so I think this is something that he's been great at, is planning instruction. For me, I think it's unheard of for a teacher to just really want to meet every day and try to improve our instruction as best as possible. So that's something that Ben does as a guide teacher, and I really do appreciate that. And then lastly, how does your guide teacher help you create, implement, and analyze effective assessments for your students? We were just doing this a couple weeks ago where we thought the assessment needed to be modified, right? And so we're consistently talking about our assessments. He allows me the flexibility to use and do what I want to do to modify the assessment to which I like, my liking. And so he's great at being able to collaborate with me and creating the best possible assessments as we can. And then beyond that, being able to use those assessments, analyze those assessments, and have that be able to use that to restructure our instruction in the future, right? What do our students know, and what do our students need to know, right? And where's that gap taking place? And so he's great at showing me how to think, right? When we think about assessments and how we want to analyze that information that we receive from the students, and how we want that to kind of how we want that to be able to modify our instruction in the future. So he's great at that. I really, really believe that Ben deserves this award. He's one of the greatest teachers that I've ever met. The amount of support that he's given me, the amount of care and just making me feel like I'm part of the family, part of the team, has been amazing. He, as a teacher, even though he's a guide teacher, he continues to grow himself, going to professional developments, traveling all over the world to help other teachers learn about physical education and how they can instruct their future students. He's truly extraordinary, and I really appreciate everything that he's taught me this far in this semester. So I really hope he gets this award. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Professor Ginsberg, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.